welcome to this show. I'm hoping with this show we close the gap between parents and children. Living in the immigration land, there is a lot of things can go one direction or another. Kids telling their parents, you will never understand. Parents are telling your children, you will never appreciate. And many other stretches of these dialogues. I'm very honored and happy to introduce to you one of our amazing families who live in Florida. I'm surrounded here with Dawood's family, who unfortunately we are missing the father today who had to be at work. But I would like each one to introduce herself. So Hanan.
I am Hanan Dawood. I am the mother of 3 children, 3 girls, wonderful girls. And I have been married to my husband for 27 years. And I was raised in this country. I came when I was 5 years old. So my education was in this country as well.
Very good. Thank you very much. And do you work?
I work on my own. I have a business.
But you are a full-time housewife.
Yes, I think every mother is a full-time housewife.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's start with the youngest. Hannah will start first.
I'm Hannah Dawood. I'm in 7th grade, and I'm the youngest, 2 sisters, of 3 children, mom, and yeah.
Great.
I'm Lisa Dawood. I'm in 10th grade, and
Okay, what's your best hobby? There will be questions I have never prepared anyone for. That's the whole point.
I don't know, I would say like writing.
Very
Look it
good.
up.
Okay. And yes.
Oh, me? I'm Sarah. I'm Sarah Dawood. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm applying to college this semester.
So you finished SAT,
I'm
all the acronyms in the world.
yeah, I finished those tests. I'm taking them again, so please pray for me.
And what college, what major would you like to be?
Something that could help me get into law school, hopefully, God willing.
Very good. So we'll hear a lot from arguments today. Okay.
Yeah.
So the topic that I would like to ask you to help us closing the gap and get the hearts together is the topic of privacy. And when I say privacy, obviously I don't speak about mom's privacy because I don't think that's an important issue to you. But I would like to give you an example. I meet a lot of youth from one church to another, one state to another will say, Mom likes to invade my privacy. She wants to know everything about me. She even wants to know my password to my iPad. She wants to know my email password. She wants to know whom I'm texting, what time, and what I'm saying. And I would like to hear both sides. Mom promised she will still feed you tonight and will still keep you home, so feel free to disagree with her. But I want to start with you. You are the oldest, and let's see what do you think? Where, and please don't speak only about yourself. Speak also about as if you're putting your feet in the shoes of other girls in your position, or maybe other guys as well.
Okay. I don't know how I feel too much about that topic. I mean, I can see how parents are trying to raise their kids and they almost don't know what to do, so they go on their phones and they try to invade their privacy or ask too many personal questions. I think it's not so much as they care as much as they want to be a part of your life and want to make sure you're not doing anything wrong. And yeah, it can get annoying sometimes, but you have to remember it's because your parents are just doing it because they love you.
So your point is you are giving the excuse because they care and they love you and they want to be protective, but it could be annoying.
Yeah, it can be annoying, but at the same time it's out of love.
Do we have a line that we can draw here, or?
I think the line that should be drawn is it has to be at a certain age where the mom has to be like, you know what, you're old enough, or the parent has to be like, you know what, you're old enough. It's your choice if you want to do bad things. I can't control you like you're a 5-year-old anymore when it comes to electronics and privacy.
So, is she in that age? Is
I
she
think
old
she
enough
is.
that
I believe at a certain age, you have to let the work that you've built up when they're younger to start taking hold. I think at 17, so close to being 18 and going to college, where she'll have all the freedoms and all the choices, that by now she should be making her own decisions. And at this point, there really isn't much a parent can do at 17 with regards to their restricting their freedoms. We've worked a lot, we've talked a lot. She knows what's right and what's wrong, and at a certain point we have to let the Lord work. He has been working, but also let them prove to themselves that they can do it. They can make wise decisions. And sometimes it's also important, we can't live their lives for them. If they do make a bad decision, there is consequences to that. And while we can help them to maybe fix it a little bit, but there are consequences. And I think the earlier they learn it, that bad choices have bad consequences, the better off they'll be when they are on their own.
okay?
So I think at 17, before they leave for college, is the best time to give them a little taste of good freedom, not invading their privacy, because this is where I have a chance to see if something's going wrong.
I see.
In college, no chance.
Okay. So Lisa, apparently you're still being invaded. Hannah is already, you're all over the place. We'll find out. So what do you think? Would you, again, I know your relationship with mom, I know you very well, and I know you are very close, but again, I would like to hear a taste of what other girls feel. I'm sure you guys are talking to each other. Do you think moms are too much or dads are too much? Meaning, show me your phone. Whom are you texting? Why are you texting now? I want to check. What's your password? Would they do that? And if, to what extent you think as a 10th grade student is allowed?
I think there should be a barrier, like they shouldn't be asking for your passwords and going through and seeing like who you're texting all the time. But like if they were to ask you a question like, oh, I saw that you were on your phone texting, like, oh, who was that? And you say like, oh, that was my friend, and give a name. I feel like that's okay, but asking for your phone all the time to check through it and like, oh, you shouldn't be texting them, you shouldn't be having this app, you shouldn't be, all that stuff. I feel like there should be that line, but there should, like, the kids should understand that they shouldn't be doing anything their parents shouldn't see on the phone.
But while you're saying that, what if a kid says it's not of your business, mom, to really know who I'm texting? Is that allowed?
I think they might feel like, oh, my mom, it's none of her business, but it kind of is in a way, like that they should know. They should know who. If you're not doing anything wrong, it's not
Why are you scared?
Why are you like scared? And your business really should be your parents' business too when it comes to certain things like that, what you do on your phone, because you shouldn't be doing stuff so bad that you're scared to like tell your parents. Like, that's none of your business.
I see.
Like,
Okay. Mom, can you respond to other moms who are saying my 10th grade daughter, or son, by the way. I know you don't have sons, but let's assume you are counseling other moms. And another mom is telling you, listen, I can't take my daughter, my son. They are 10th grade. Every time I ask them something, say it's not your business. Are they doing wrong? Or their kids are rude? Or did we lose something in the middle?
It's funny that you should say that, because one of Lisa's friends very recently had changed her phone, and her father was getting her texts. And
Oh, you mean the father had the new number?
father had no. Her father took her old phone. She had a new phone, and somehow her texts went to her father.
So for all those who are out there, please watch out if your phone is ever gotten in the hands of your dad. Just a disclaimer. Okay.
In all honesty, she didn't do anything bad. She didn't get anything, nothing to. But I do believe parents are very worried about their children and their protectiveness to make sure that their children don't get hurt. I believe the parents' first number one job is the security and the protection of their children from every angle. So for the parents who come and say, my daughter is giving me a lot of hassle, and
Yes.
I have to say that it is a two-way street. If your daughter is not giving you, or your son is angry and will not give you the phone, I would say look and see in yourself why are they afraid to show you? Are they is there something that they expect to happen from you if they show you the information? Like I said, Lisa's friend did nothing wrong. The texts were fine, but she was worried, not that her father got it, but that her mother would find it.
Why?
I don't know. I do know that she was worried that her
Can I
mother
ask
would
you,
find it.
are we divulging information that either you will be killed for or no?
I don't think so.
So why would she be okay to show her dad but not okay to show her mom?
I think she's more comfortable talking to her dad about the protectiveness in her phone, and her dad, she thinks her dad handles it better than her mom would.
So her mom, not that this particular person, but you guys find that occasionally one of the two parents is more understanding and he will be able to handle a problem or a mistake much easier than another?
Yeah.
Coming back to, I don't want to interrupt your thought, but you basically mentioned this is a two-way street, and the child who said it's not your business, probably the mom having done more than she should in the beginning. But talking to moms out there who have teenagers in the 10th grade, which is thank God Lisa is a beautiful girl and she's not giving you, I think, a lot of issues. But for those who out there that their parents are so concerned about their children, what do you tell the children?
The children themselves have to understand everything that their parents do is out of love and, believe it or not, respect, because you are your parents' greatest gift. Really, the kids are their parents' greatest gift. Everything that we do as parents is for our children. Everything.
Right.
If we work, whatever it is that we do, it's for them. And it terrifies us as parents knowing that while we are giving so much, someone could be sneaking in from the back door and trying to snatch our children away. And that terrifies a parent probably more than anything else.
But would that terror, theoretical terror, let's assume, because I'm speaking on behalf of Hannah, for example, which I'm about to ask, but that's really a theoretical terror, Mom. Because of this, you are going to jeopardize my privacy as a person, and then you are crossing the line that you claim you want to respect. You are the one who brought the respect. Is that fair?
I think for a parent or for a child to come and say something like that, then there is an underlying issue with the communication. A lot of the privacy, touching on privacy has to touch on trust in a way. And I can't say it's parents not trusting their kids. I trust my children very much. I don't trust the surroundings of my children.
Correct.
Growing up, I needed to know who their friends are. I needed to know who their parents of their friends are. I needed to know their teachers. I was very much involved in their school because I need to know that my children are safe. As they get older, as they're getting older, there is that little fear still. There's always that little underlining, are they with the right people? Are they in the right atmosphere? And yeah, I would say I do have a right to ask questions. I do have a right as a parent to come and say, who are you texting? Exactly like Lisa was saying. But if I have to come and say, show me your phone, then something is not completely clear.
So you wouldn't agree with you? That's not a tactic you would.
I would not use show me your phone. I would not say I need to read your text. This happens automatically, and I don't mean anything to anybody out there, but when my daughters come with an issue, they're like, wait Mom, here, look at this. And they would hand me the phone to read their text in case I needed to understand something. That doesn't come.
Is that really true?
Yeah, that's why we're laughing.
Not with
for
Hannah.
Hannah.
I'm coming to you. You are going to be my favorite very soon. Okay.
But the thing is, I don't have to get to the point where forcing them to. There should be an ability for them to feel comfortable enough to say, Mom, you know, such and such and such, and this is what happened.
All right. Again, I feel like we are speaking about the paradise land. But which, thank God, you have a paradise land. May God always keep it this way. But there are kids out there, and I need to hear your thoughts, boys and girls, that really are doing things wrong, and the parent is so concerned to the extent, I am going to snatch the phone from Sarah because I am really concerned. Do you think there are any justification for that from a parent point of view?
I think the only time a parent should do that to their kid is if they've caught them doing something wrong. If their kid has continuously shown them that they're trying their best and being the right person and a good person, I don't think their parents should be so annoying to them.
So tell me, what are these scenarios that you think a parent may be justified to do?
Whatever a parent thinks is good, like whatever the parent thinks is good will be what the child thinks is good.
But maybe from your opinion, I'm overprotective.
Well, yeah, overprotective because a lot of, like, I can understand being overprotective, but not to the point where it's like showing that you don't even trust me, that you have to go through my phone. Like, it can reflect on the kid as, or it can reflect off the parent as, oh, my mom doesn't trust me because she's taking my phone even though I'm trying so hard to be a good student, straight A's, not going out as often.
But what if I'm actually texting a wrong guy? I'm a girl, I am 15, 16. I am texting the wrong guy. And mom has noticed on me some changes. Maybe my grades are slipping. Maybe I'm becoming more isolated and I don't want to sit with a group of the family. And I'm trying to be alone. And maybe I'm not, caring about liturgy as much. So I'm a parent now. I'm seeing things that are signs. Lisa, what do you think? Should I have the right to really read your messages?
I don't know. I think
You think still no?
I think that they should, like...
Hannah, I need to ask you because you're going to solve all my problems in this family.
Okay.
They don't have problems, but I'm going to ask again. You have to tell me, in your age, is mom, this particular mom, Hanan as a mom, or other moms in your age, are they really too much about privacy? And they justify themselves to know a lot more about my bedroom, my stuff, my phone, or not? Again, don't worry. I'm shielding.
Well, it's your, I'm not gonna say like it's your choice to show your, they could, they have the right to know about you because, you're getting to be a teenager and like, you're like, growing up more, I guess.
Yes.
And like they want to know what's going on in your life, so like they may check your phone and like they may say that you're not allowed to have social media or any certain stuff like that. Like, because I know a lot of my friends aren't allowed to have social media because their parents check their phone.
Do you have social media? Okay.
Yeah, but I don't do any bad things on it. Like, cause I think that's what the parents are worried about, that they're gonna do, like text the wrong people or see wrong things on social media that they might try to do or something. But I think that's what they're mainly like worried about. So they want to see if we're not doing that. But we weren't most children, I hope, aren't doing that, but like they have somewhat right to know, but they can get in our privacy a little. But they're just a parent or a guardian. They're worried and they want to know if you're okay, so they're just...
So you are giving the excuse to mom, at least in your age, that she has to know. I heard very well from mom here, from Hanan, that she said it's a growing trust that starts as young as even younger than Hannah, go through the age of the 10th grade, and then we see, thank God, a fruit of, okay, I'm willing for my daughter who's about to go to college that there will be, I will not check on her on the same way I'm checking on Hannah, for example. I wanna end and wrap up by telling you a story which I treasure very much. One day I met this dad he had a son who's I think 14 or 16, and he's giving him a new phone. And this dad actually wrote a contract with his son. He brought a piece of paper and said, I'm so-and-so, I'm given a phone with these criteria, unlimited texting, whatever, megabytes or whatever. However, my dad has the right to, after warning me, stop the account should I do one of these things. And one is texting in school, texting in liturgy, using the texting or phone, I think after, I'm not sure, 11 or 12, something like that, 11 p.m. during the school year. Am I causing problems?
No, it's just
I like
funny.
the contract. I think it's a good idea.
And all of a sudden, so I'm asking the dad, what do you mean? He said, you know, I have a contract with phone company. They don't take the phone from me because I made a mistake. They give me a warning. Your bill is going to increase because you overused your minutes. So I'm going to tell my son the same thing. Should you use the texting in the wrong format? Should you use your phone in the way that I wouldn't accept? Should I ask you, because I'm worried about your grades, to show me your text and you refuse? I have the right, I am your guardian, that's your word, Hannah, thank you for bringing it up, to really give you a warning that in 2 weeks I'm going to stop your phone. And actually the son and the dad had a very nice relation since then, because they had a lot of fights before. And I'm not sure if this is an advice or this is a recommendation, but I thought it's a nice idea. There is a respect to you and also a feeling of responsibility and trust from both of you. I must say, I was trying to make problems between you guys, but you guys such a great family. I'm very honored to be with you, and can you please promise you'll be with us in many other episodes, especially Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very happy to be with them, and I'm sure we'll meet again in another episode. God bless. Thank you.